Hello and welcome to my watch along on the 30th anniversary of this show, the WWF Royal Rumble 1994. Now, important information for those of you that are unaware of copyright law. I won't be showing this show on this YouTube video. You will have to watch on your own copy of the WWE Network, Peacock, whatever your international version of that is. So yes, what you need to do, basically, is pause this video, go over to the network, Peacock, etc., etc., find the Royal Rumble 1994, start it up, pause it at the very, very start, 0000, and then set this video playing again, and we will synchronize clicking play. So, pause this video, go do that now. Alright, I'm going to assume people have done that. And if not, there's still time. Just pause this video. I am pausable for you. But what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to count down 3, 2, 1. Then I'm going to click the play button, hopefully loud enough and close enough to the microphone that you guys can hear it. But just in case not, I tend to leave in the first about 5 seconds of footage, so you can make sure you are synchronized with me. And let's watch this show 30 years to the day since it happened. So you ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so first few seconds. There you go. You should be able to be synced just from that. So we're now faded out to just a still screen, no sound, just me. Look at this this video package. Welcome everyone. Look at that hat. The kid's got a massive hat. Well done, that kid. It's a big looking crowd. It's a decent looking crowd, honestly. It's a smallish venue, but it's still packed, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Razor Ramon's IC champion. Nice. Okay. Yes, this is one of the main things I remember from this show. The casket match being on it. This guy? What? Ted DiBiase, what are you doing here? Is he going to be joining commentary or something? Was Vince expecting to call the show solo? Is that true? Ted DiBiase was in every Royal Rumble before this one? I think having his music playing over that entire promo was definitely adding to the experience, not taking away at all. Was Tatanka still undefeated at this point? That's a questionable salute to Tatanka. Neither of them have mentioned him being undefeated yet. Did DiBiase just say he'd only tasted defeat one time or something? Maybe he's not undefeated but still doing pretty well? His main squeeze Luna Vachon. It's quite a chauvinistic way to introduce his female manager. Is Bam Bam Bigelow's music just him saying bam 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 bam? It just makes him Bam Bam from the Flintstones, doesn't it? Bam 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 bam. Oh, going for the hot start here, Bam Bam, and Tatanka dodged it. Here we go, first match of the night underway. And a contact, barely a contact from the dropkick. Oof. Clothesline by Tatanka. Bigelow doesn't go down. Just runs into him. Dropkick down to a knee. Classic, this man is big start to the match. Your instructions are currently don't lie on the floor getting your arm stretched. Bam Bam. They are the instructions Luna is presumably shouting. So is Ted DiBiase going to break his streak of being in every Rumble match, or is he going to leave commentary? Hey! Nice dodge by Bam Bam. This man, McMahon. This has been reasonably fast-paced for, like, a 1994 opener. Like, there's definitely been worse opening matches that I've, on shows I've watched on this channel as watch-alongs. Oh, no. What a maneuver. Do you want to finish that thought at all? Both of these men, I'm guessing, are going to be in the Royal Rumble match. Yep, there it is. Oh, top rope sunset flip. Oh, this is what I do. I sit on you. Bam, bam, bam. Most unusual athlete. That's one way to put it. That is definitely a way to put it. Oh, blocking the big right. I love that Vince McMahon basically doesn't know any wrestling moves. Everything is just, look at this maneuver. What a maneuver. Like, everything is just that. Like, I know it's like a bit of a running gag, the what a maneuver thing, but it genuinely is basically his only call when actual moves happen. Because I just don't actually think he knew what the moves were called. Don't think he cared, to be honest. I would suggest just smacking him right in the small of the back right now, Tatanka. Was this the first Royal Rumble with that stipulation? No, I don't think it was, right? No, I think last year's might have been the first one to officially have that. Yeah, because, yeah, so last year's was obviously 93. The year before was 92. The WWF title was actually on the line in it, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. So I think they did 88 to 91, no real stakes. 92 had the title, and then from 93 onwards, it was like, yeah, you get the title match at WrestleMania. Oh, his hands dropped twice. Oh no, he's in danger. Oh, look at that. He's fine. I think that was like one of the best things they did, WWF, in terms of like the future, was to turn the Royal Rumble from like a spectacle into something with stakes. I think it was a really good move, and what better stakes than a WrestleMania title match? Like, it's all well and good saying, oh yeah, it's called the Royal Rumble, it's a really big show, it's a really big match, 30 men fighting to throw each other over the top rope. Why? I don't know. No reason. Like, you know, that on in itself, the no reason, takes away from it a little bit. Oh my god. Maybe that's just me, but like, yeah, I think it really adds something having the title shot. You know, and it's just a standard part of the year now, and everyone looks forward to it. And I don't know if everyone would really care that much about the Royal Rumble event, because it's a lot of people's favourite pay-per-view of the year, or PLE of the year. And I'm not sure it would be if it still had no stakes. I think people would just see it as like a bit of an inconvenience for storytelling, honestly. Whereas now it just it becomes stories, you know. Oof. Dance around, will you, boy? Yes, go on, Bam Bam. Kick him in the head. Do you love me some Bam Bam? Bam Bam was about when I got into wrestling in WCW in about 97. And, yeah, I always liked him. Is that a bunch of IRS cosplay in the crowd I just saw? That's awesome. It's not showboating, he was trying to win the match. 15 feet? You're kidding, right? Turnbuckle's not even like 6 foot. It's only 5 foot. And yeah, he jumps up a little bit, but 15 feet? You think he jumps 10 feet? Told you once, I told you a million times, don't exaggerate, Ted DiBiase, and Tatanka wins with the crossbody off the top. Decent opener, to be honest, especially for this era. Not mad at that. Not mad at it. I'll take it. Tatanka. Oh, he's doing the questionable salutes to everyone again. Yeah, that angle's not a good angle for that salute. Just put your hand straight up. That's less easily confused with other things. Okay, yeah, let's learn more about what the Hart brothers are doing. Bret Hart in a short singlet. Ooh. Careful, front row. Like, yeah, Bret Hart in shorts is weird. I'm not comfortable about seeing Bret Hart's thighs. Vince? Why does Vince matter? He's just a commentator, right? But foreshadowing. Doesn't matter if they're true or not. Mm -hmm. A little bit of disingenuousness from, oh, nice. Go on, kid. Oh. Macho Man celebrating for some reason. Oh. So is that Johnny Polo that's their manager, aka Raven? Yep, yeah, know that face anywhere. I like the idea that everything was sorted off screen. Doesn't happen, generally. Move your face, Brett. There is something to be said for scripted promos, isn't there? I hope you'd be watching. What else would you be doing? You're being employed by the company putting the show on. I would hope you'd be watching. Johnny Poe, look at the big grin on Raven. So weird seeing Raven with a massive smile on his face. Like, I'm sure he smiled in his personal life, but I don't know him in his personal life. I know him from wrestling, and I know him as Raven. And he didn't do a whole lot of smiling, especially not big, teethy grin. Isn't one of those PCO? Am I thinking of the right person? Is one of those two PCO who's now still going strong, like 30 years later, which is crazy in and of itself. Am I imagining things? Quebecers. Let's Google this while they're off. Yep, PCO. Quebecer Pierre is PCO. That's crazy. This is 30 years ago, and PCO is doing what he's doing in TNA. Like, that's wild when you think about it. Because he's not exactly going slow, is he? He's doing moonsaults and, like, sentons to the apron and hardcore matches and all sorts of craziness. Like, fair play to the guy. How old is he? He's 56. That's nuts. That's nuts. Debuted in 1987. So he's been going 36, coming up to 37 years at some point this year. That's wild. That's genuinely pretty wild, honestly. The Brother's Heart. So we've got PCO and the Mountie. What a tag team. Ooh. Slightly sketchy looking Scoop Slam, but it worked out. Kitchen sink. speed of Owen Hart. My personal opinion, I prefer Owen to Bret. Not just as a character and, like, you know, a promo and what have you. Like, as a wrestler as well. I don't deny that Bret is phenomenal. Just prefer Owen. Clap, clap, clap. Doing some very interesting back and forth that's taking quite some time, honestly. Of Jacques saying, "Boo, Bret Hart, Owen, you're #1 Hart family man." I don't know quite what Owen did there. He just sort of sat on the guy's head and then turned around and suplexed him. This is quite a different match so far from the opener. Quite slow. Although Owen got to do some of his speedy stuff, which is nice. Yep, there it is. Enziguri. Back before the Enziguri was just like almost like a fake out kick. It was actually a kick that got caught. And then you stepped up into the kick. Right, yeah. Here we go. Looks like we're picking up the match a bit now. At some point though, this is a mid-90s tag team match, and to be honest, just a tag team match in general. Some point I'm expecting a bit of a slog where the heels wear down one of the baby faces for a bit. I'd say probably Owen, but I kind of hope it's Bret actually, because I imagine Owen's got the more exciting hot tag. Is Owen legal? Was Owen legal? Did I miss that? I quite like Bret's outfit here. I know I've commented on Bret Hart's fashion choices a couple of times in this show now, but I really like the additional sort of the paint splatter sort of slash glitter effect on the black part on the top. Quite like it. Well done, Bret. It's definitely better than the bright pink short singlet. I mean, technically there are timeouts because you can just go outside the ring for 10 seconds. PCO doing a somersault senton. A little bit column A, a little bit column B. Oof. Ah, Vince knows what a clothesline is. There you go. He's called a wrestling move. Nice gut wrench. Get it? Heart attack. Nope. Owen Mania running wild. Owen. Not Owen. Owen. Power slam. Okay, here we go. Is this the heel beatdown bit and we get an Owen hot tag? I'd be here for that. Oh, tag rope. The tag rope goes back to 1994. That's crazy. I never noticed the tag rope for years, and then I thought they'd sort of introduced it in, like, maybe, like, the mid-2000s or something. But no, like... There you go. There's a tag rope right back in 1994. The referee's doing a whole lot to stop Owen, right? Yep, there we go. Yeah, that didn't look nice. That looked like it actually genuinely hurt. Oh. What was that? Mic interference. That was weird. Right in the chops. Oh, there we go. Hot tag time. If we get the hot tag here, I wouldn't be mad at that being quite a sharp heel beatdown on the babyface. I'd be okay with that. Sometimes they drag that bit out so much. Here comes Owen. Drop kick. And another one. Okay. I mean, I say more exciting. So far so basic, but, you know, it's pretty good at the end of the day. Especially in 1994 standards. Oh. Heel kick. Just about hit. Headbutt. Nice. Oh. See, they'll say there that Brett cost Owen, but literally it was going to get broken up if Brett didn't do that. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Ha 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 ha. Oh, we're gonna get. Oh, we're gonna do the double the double babyface beatdown. Now we have to get a Bret hot tag as well. Damn, thought we got off lightly. Oh, maybe we have. Yeah, maybe we have. Maybe the speed run in this tag match, and I'm here for it, honestly. Very convincing efforts made there by Jacques, I think. Bret Hart's literally keeping him in. Oh. Does Bret not know how to do a dropkick, or did he deliberately do it that way? I don't recall ever actually seeing Bret do a dropkick. Oh no, he hurt his knee. Oh no. Owen just not selling at all for the Quebecers, just showing concern. Yeah, you damn right you kick him there. I mean, it is teamwork. Might not be legal teamwork, but it's definitely teamwork, Vince. That's like, leave me alone. I feel like Brett feels like he's actually hurt at this point, and the Quebecers aren't quite getting the message. And they keep trying to pick him up, and he's like, no, give me a second. The referee clearly just watched that happen. What do you mean you can't believe it? He's outside the ring, Vince. I mean, technically he's counting everyone out, right? Why is he only counting Brett out? Everyone's outside the ring. Why is he only counting Brett? Why doesn't one of the Quebecers get back in the ring? This is so disjointed and just weird. Yeah, finally one of them's in the ring. You could have had a count up by now if you hadn't kept faffing about. Like, you put him there, Owen. What are you complaining about? Are we now gonna get a prolonged heel beatdown of the babyface as well? My goodness. That middle section where literally nothing was happening for like a good few minutes was really weird and awkward. Mm. Oof. Yeah, this match has outstayed its welcome at this point for me, personally. I think this definitely could have been shorter. Very good, Ted. You remembered your gimmick. Hogging the limelight. Come on, guys. I'm sure this match can be over by now. What the? Oh, the match has been thrown out. So, ending the matches. Popular way to finish a rather mundane match. Yeah, it is like paint splatter effect, isn't it? Not glittery. Although it's in white, so it also looks like some other kind of splatter. I'm angry. Give me that half an hour of my life back. Like, I get where they're going with this. I obviously remember where they're going with it and what have you. But, my God, could they have gone about it a more boring way? Yeah, okay, you've said it a few times now. Here we go. Iconic moment incoming. There you go. He kicked the leg out of his leg. Can't wait for that promo. Is that promo on this show or is it on the next, like, show? As in, are we going to get it on this watch along? Or was it on, like, the next TV show? I can't believe it. Oh, we've got Pat Patterson and his concerned face out here. So an awful lot of old men in suits who don't know what they're doing and no medical personnel tending to Bret Hart. Lets you know it's really legit, this injury, guys. I would like to speak with Bret. Thank you. Thank you, Ray Rougeau. Vince, thank you, Ray. Change of tone. Oh, is it straight to the promo? Nice. Playing it to him. Iconic line. I love it. That's why I kicked your leg out of your leg. You're not supposed to eat it. Here we go. Next title match. The Think. Hell yeah. No music, just a promo. In the middle of the night. Oh, they've changed announcers. That's interesting. Maybe Ted DiBiase is in the Rumble then. By the way, I love that his heel promo was, "You should probably pay your taxes." Why does Jim Ross sound like so prepubescent? Like, he's got a slightly high voice, but he sounds, he's talking like this to turn against his own brother. Like, that's not your voice, JR. And you can't blame the microphones, because no one else sounded like that. Vincent Mann didn't sound like that. Gorilla Monsoon doesn't sound like that. In tears. Like, genuine question for anyone that might know. Has JR had, like, some sort of, like, throat injury or illness that changed his voice? Because he sounds completely different here to, like, how he does today. Like, completely different. I know people's voices change as they get older, but, like, completely different. Sounds like he's gone through second puberty since here. Or first puberty. That's a man that's been through puberty. Look at that man! Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Have a toothpick. This is good strategy. This seems pretty effective. Just punched him in the face a bunch of times. I mean, I don't think bringing a briefcase counts as a +1. Said he hasn't come alone, he's brought a briefcase. If I got invited to a wedding and was told you can bring a +1, do you think they'd, like, just be cool with me just bringing a briefcase and sitting it on a chair? And be like, this is my +1. This is Susie. Susie suitcase. Brenda. Brenda the briefcase. Oofed. He's not that smart. He's professional wrestling in a tie. Can easily just be choked. JR, you said that Erwin Arscheister is trying to get IRS in a brawling mode. One of those people must have been Razor Ramon. I'm guessing the second one. Well, good luck with that. It's getting the little detailing of always pulling the hair to get back to the ropes. Oof. Bah, Felicia, that'd be a DQ in WCW for no apparent reason. I say that, I genuinely don't know when that rule ran from and to. It was a stupid rule whenever it was. Why are you in the ring taking a count out? You cannot win the title by count out, sir. I thought Gorilla Monsoon said he was a smart wrestler. The ladder? Yeah, it's almost like it was pointless doing, and he could have just dropped the elbow without going for a little climb. It's quite a high-pitched Razor chant. Looks like there's a lot of adults in the audience, but that was pure kids chanting, which surprises me. I'd have thought he would have been popular regardless. Yeah, extremely lower. Go on then, Gorilla. Razor Ramon sure recovered from being legged in the ghoulies very quickly, didn't he there? But then got elbowed in the throat for his troubles. Oh. Taxman Mania running wild. Shyster Mania. I don't think it matters what your style is. I don't think you particularly want to have a man choking you in like a rear chin lock, no matter what your style is. I mean, if you want a man choking you, you do you. I'm not gonna kink shame. I'm just saying, like, in the context of a fight, you don't want a man choking you like that. Scientifically, does it make a difference that? Like, in wrestling logic it does, but in reality, would that hurt more? Who's PJ Walker? PJ Walker. Born 1995. That is not the correct PJ Walker. Oh, it's just incredible. PJ Polacco. Oh, when he was PJ Walker, he had hair. It's disconcerting. Almost got knocked out of his suspenders. Hey! Do yourself a favour and look up the stories about what Scott Hall used to call the fall-away slam. Fun story. Makes me smile every time he hits one now that I know that story. He's cashing in. Oof, yeah, that pinged right off his head. We saw that, it's like bounced back. I honestly didn't even see what was happening to the referee. I was googling PJ Walker. Clearly got shot or something though by the fact that he's not moved at all. He's got, look at the ref's cakes. That's doing alright there. He's done some squats. Favorite maneuvers. Can he raise his head, Shyster? I don't think Razor Ramon's ever been hit with a Razor's Edge. Because if someone else does it, it's not a Razor's Edge. With his bogus Intercontinental title that he didn't bother taking with him. Look at that mullet. It's a hell of a mullet. It's a hell of a decision that was made there, isn't it? I don't think he's showing a lot of signs of life. I mean, he's moving his leg slightly, I guess. He's been chilled. That's a word for it. I think he kicks out. No! Wow, that was a long time for Razor to play dead. Wait, isn't that the fake belt? But I'm sure at WrestleMania it's Razor versus Shawn for both belts. Isn't that when the ladder match is? Oh, hang on, another referee's just come out. Why don't they do this every time? Why do they want to do this when it suits? Like, why is VAR very selectively used in wrestling? It either is a thing or it isn't. Like, it's usually, oh, the referee's decision is final, yada yada yada. Oh. Wait. I'm so confused. You at least have to restart the match. The match started once and finished twice. What? That's goofy. That's so goofy. Like, I get what they were going for, but that was poorly executed in my opinion. I guess that answered my question about, I thought Razor kept the Intercontinental title here. I mean, he could always just have won it back at some point. Like, they could have just done that. They could have just given the IRS the heat and then had Razor win it back before Mania. But no. So why did they even fight over them? Razor's got both now. That's it. Feud over. Yes. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm glad he finished that sentence. When my Undertaker stuffs you. Oh. Okay then. Does not look happy about that, does he? It's the end of January, my dude. Nearly. Oh, is this a flashback? Is this... Was Yoko hearing that at the time? So this is like a callback to all the different segments, right? Okay. That's been poorly explained, honestly. With the same clip of Yokozuna looking freaked out every time. You've done it now. I can't believe that theme music gets hate, by the way. That's a banger. Why do people hate that theme song? I love it. Oh. It's a good promo, to be fair. If I don't make mistakes, I bury them. I like that. You've done it now. Gonna make a big mistake. I can't allow. It's a big boy casket. Well, it's comfy. He's been nice enough to pad it. Like, that's a casket he's made specifically for his hated enemy. And he's padded it with cushions. Oh. Paul Bearer was ahead of his time with them eyebrows, right? That's how every girl's eyebrows be these days. Paul Bearer, fashion icon. Rest in peace, my dude. It's a big old casket. Of course, rest in peace, Yokozuna as well. Why did he always do that? Jim Cornette's never heard of a casket. Guess who? Amazing sell by Yokozuna, honestly. To Ginger Taker. Oh, we're back. Wait, we're back to Vince and Ted, are we? So I'm guessing it's just this and the Rumble match left. One non-title match, 3 title matches, Rumble. That seems... Yeah, that seems fair as a card. It's some kind of box, I think, actually. Crazy that Jim Cornette was like some kind of box, as if he's never heard of a coffin or a casket. I can't quite comprehend why he thought that was a good choice of words to make it sound like he just doesn't understand what a casket is. So why did they switch just for one match? Way to interrupt him, Vince. Good grief. That was so crucial that you told us in the middle of Ted DiBiase's sentence that it was Providence, Rhode Island again. How many had he had at this point? Let's have a look at the history of the casket match. So, Survivor Series 92 was the first casket match. This is the second. They're going on about Undertaker's never lost a casket match. He's had one, my guy. He's had exactly one at this point. This is his second one. Undertaker was in the first 10 casket matches. First one not featuring Undertaker was Mideon and Viscera versus Triple H on an episode of SmackDown in September 1999. The first casket match not to feature Undertaker or Triple H, because Triple H was in the next one, then it went back to Undertaker again, was Daniel Bryan versus Kane on a SmackDown in January 2015. I love that the history in WWE is every single one includes Undertaker, Kane, or Triple H. Triple H is a bit random, but, you know, whatever. And then there's just Apollo Crews versus Grayson Waller at NXT Halloween Havoc 2022. That's so out of place. So out of place. Let's have a look elsewhere. TNA/Impact. We've got D'Lo Brown and Sonny Siaki. What a random casket match. Sting and Abyss, that makes sense as a casket match. Abyss versus Shannon Moore. Yeah, Abyss being in loads of casket matches makes sense. Mr. Anderson versus Bully Ray. I could see them building to that. I was in Manchester, England. Okay. 10 years ago, nearly. Fascinating. And then Su Yung versus Ali is the most recent one in TNA on Impact in May 2018 for the Impact Knockout Championship, which again I believe Su Yung really makes sense with that. So there was Lucha Underground ones. AEW's already had 4. Darby Allin, and then Jack Perry versus Christian Cage. And that's it. That's all the casket matches. Oh, Dusty Rhodes and Ivan Koloff had a coffin match in the 70s, long before the introduction of the match in WWE, so Undertaker didn't even invent the match. Dusty Rhodes, Ivan Koloff, coffin match. Oof. Give him a kiss. Give me a kiss. Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh, no way. That's wild. Oof. Big clothesline. Yokozuna. Wah wah. You've done it now. I think there are people that use the ropes as well as the Undertaker. This has always been damn impressive, though, let's be honest. I find people walking the ropes really impressive, especially, like, this era's ropes. The ropes had so much give in them. I saw well and good on the super tight cables they use now, but those ropes, riggedy raggedy and about like crazy, and just a 7 foot 300+ pound man just walking along them, it's crazy. Oh, okay, he was nice to his friend Rodney. We appreciate that, Undertaker, because we don't love watching back these old wrestling events and seeing unprotected chair shots to the head with hindsight. Kind of makes me cringe a bit. Oh! Oh! Okay, maybe he wasn't being nice. Wait a minute. He's gonna assault him. Oh, swing and a miss. It's quite a plain casket. Like, they're all, like, fancy and ornate and gothic and spooky. That's literally just like a plywood DIY, like, home-built coffin, isn't it? I like it. I like the effect that has. Oof. Now, Rodney. Mark was very nice to you before with your chair shot to the head, and look what you did back. Getting these naughty kids together and have a word about being nice to their friends. These two were like close friends, I believe, right? Backstage. Is it the BSK or something? The little backstage group that rivaled the Clique and kind of kept the Clique slightly in check sometimes. Obviously not very well, though. Oh, look at the position of the Undertaker. Ready? Now. No. I really thought he was going to sit up. I guess he got in the habit of lying like that to fake out the sit-up sometimes. Look how comfy that looks with the lovely cushion lining. Like I say, I'd put spikes in the middle. It's for my enemy. Like, I won't be making it super comfy. If I'm Undertaker, I'm confident I'm gonna win. I'm making that as uncomfy as possible for Yokozuna to lie in. Not lovely cushioned lining. Also, why are coffins made comfortable? Who's gonna leave a bad review that it was uncomfortable to lie in? Nice. That's a great facial expression from Yoko. Oh dear, that's not a great chokeslam to follow it up, but you know what? Who's massively surprised? Like, that's a tall task for a man that size to get up for a good looking chokeslam. Like, you know. Ready? Here we go. If I was the Undertaker, I'd be having a word with Paul Bearer anytime he doesn't raise the urn. I'd be like, you've got this magical power to just make me get up. I should never lose. Like, hit with a finisher, it's okay, Paul Bearer holds an urn up, and I'm good now. Behemoth. It's definitely spelled Behemoth. But yeah, real question, what is Chris doing out here? Oof. God, he mollywopped him. Bye, Felicia. Who's Kabuki? Kabuki. Kabuki. That girl who's hard to get. Oh, it's the Great Kabuki. He's the first to blow the mist, the Great Kabuki. Wow. He's being used to job out to The Undertaker as generic heel number 25. Well, 2. Number 2. Who's this guy? Why is Yokozuna just, like, falling asleep? Who's the other dude? Like, I know Bam Bam. And I now realise that that's the Great Kabuki. And I know Crush. Well, who's the other dude? Yeah, you probably shouldn't put him on top of Yokozuna. That makes it quite hard for Yoko to win. Oh. Paul Bearer going in. Undertaker was crazy in this era. Like, fighting off, what, 4 men? Having had a match with the WWF champion at this point as well, that he clearly won. In all but conclusion. What's Bam Bam got? Hey, we've got Chronic in there with him. Brian Adams and Brian Clark are both in there, right? Adam Bomb and Crush. Well, you know, the opposite of respectively. Oh, here's Jeff Jarrett. Look at the state of this. Who is that other guy? Oof. Wild Samoans are in. The OP nature of the Undertaker was crazy. Oh, it's the head shrinkers, not the wild Samoans, sorry. But who were the interferers? Diesel's in there. Oh dear. Dunno, Jeff. That looks like when you poison someone's drink in Hitman with emetic poison. I still want to know who that other guy is. That stupid casket match someone's called this. It's pretty overdone, isn't it? Let's be honest. Ah, this is where I should have started looking. Reddit. Tenru. Okay, hang on. Tenru. Genichiro Tenru. Yeah, that looks like the guy. I don't know who that is. But apparently it's a big deal, him showing up, so, yeah. What do these heels have in common apart from being bad guys? Well, he's not undefeated in casket matches anymore, is he? He managed to get to a streak of, let me check, let me just count up a little bit, carry the 3, add that, take that off. 1. He got to a streak of 1. Why is everyone so why is everyone so invested that Yokozuna would win this match? All these heels. And what's their investment? What's their motivation? Seems somewhat meaningless to them who wins this match. If anything, they should want Undertaker to win, because surely they want the WWF title, and WWF doesn't do a lot of heel versus heel matches, especially not in this era. So they should want the babyface holding the title, right? Shut up, Jeff Jarrett. That's a gang. Jeff Jarrett is trying so hard to be the focal point of this. Yokozuna's like, move, Jeff. I'll sit on you. I'll sit on you. Yep. think I've got my thumbnail. So he's just Jesus now at this point. That negative effect. You love it. Oh. Oh, I never knew that. He comes out the top of the screens? I remember the video bit, but I don't remember that bit. That's wild. Yeah, okay. You know what? That went from being like cheesy nonsense to being cheesy nonsense with something really cool at the end, honestly. See, did they do a really good trick where he got out of the casket and underground and scurried back and got hooked up and floated up? Or because it's super unclear, is it just like someone else? Is it just someone about the right size, like a Glenn Jacobs or something? Like, that's perfectly possible, isn't it? I mean, yeah, it's really cool and everything, Paul, but you're looking pretty cocky for someone whose backup isn't there anymore, and there's like 14 people who aren't a big fan of yours and your partners at the moment. I'd move if I were you. I'd run. So as Jeff Jarrett didn't try and get a selfie with him or something. Did they do a Undertaker revenge tour on the Henchman? I hope they did. They probably didn't bother, but that'd have been a pretty cool way to get to it, like, because obviously I know he comes back for the Undertaker versus Undertaker match, but then after that, surely he could have filled those few months before Survivor Series and the rematch with, like, you know, takes out Jeff Jarrett, takes out Adam Bomb, takes out Crush, etc. Hello? Champ, who I just helped, I'm now going to fight you. Okay. WrestleMania Chin, my favourite one. And again, someone else who helped Yokozuna, threatening Yokozuna. Yeah. Alright, Justin Timberlake. It's gonna be May. Alright, Rumble time. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit unsure about this era of Rumbles, like doing these watch-alongs, because they've got better at them over the years for sure, but I feel like some early Rumbles were very, like, mostly dull, with a few spots of action. And I still think they can be a bit guilty of that sometimes as well, but the big moments make up for it. Of course they did, Fink. We believe you. If I ran WWE, I would actually do it as a random draw, as a bit of a booking challenge. Like, you can decide who you want to win and what have you, but actually draw the order at random and then book the match around that. That would be quite a good, fun way to do it, I think. Scott Steiner. They should have just had him go bell to bell here. Should have had him go start to finish and win the title at Mania. 100%. That's what I think should have happened. Oh. Yeah, I was thinking that the Wild Samoans were a bit before this time, weren't they? And in fact, one of the Wild Samoans is the manager of the Head Shrinkers, who I mislabeled as the Wild Samoans. To be fair, I just glanced and just saw, you know, Samoan dude, and just said what Wild Samoans without thinking. So my bad. Aside from the obviously sort of like insulting nature of the stereotype with the, you know, the Samoan savages, like when these guys are clearly just like, you know, perfectly well-reasoned, intellectually capable, you know, human beings, probably born in America at this point. Like, you know, aside from the sort of offensive nature of it, it's also a bit insulting to the fans' intelligence, because it's like, oh yeah, these are savages, like from some like some secluded tribe in Samoa, but they know how to do suplexes and clotheslines and understand the rules of a Royal Rumble and tag team matches, and like, it's just, oof. Don't know. I've always just found it a bit weird. Like, back in the really early days of EWA, I wrestled as a character who genuinely didn't understand that wrestling had rules. He never won matches because he didn't go for pins, because who would pin in a fight? He just used to fight until he lost. And it was really fun to play as. Uh-oh. He's not exactly in a rush to save Scott, is he? Sorry, if Scott's eliminated, I can live with it, says Rick. I'll high-five this kid instead. Like, look at him just saunter into the ring. I guess I'll save him then. It took his sweet time, didn't he? Also, they all used to wrestle barefoot. Like, look at him. Like, look at Samu. It's like they haven't invented shoes in Samoa. Like, I don't know. It's just such a weird wrestling trope, the Samoan thing. That's why I'm glad, like, the modern day, like, the bloodline is such a modernization of it, and I'm here for it, to be honest. Like, it's still very much heritage based, but it's modernized and humanized instead of portraying them almost as animals. Like, yeah, it's just way less insulting without losing, like, you know, focus on the fact that they are Samoan, and they probably want to play into that somewhat. Steiner Brothers not wearing odd boots. Had they not introduced that yet? Oh! Oh, heck. Huh, just pushed him off. God, that's dangerous. How did he accidentally do that? Who is it? Oh, it's Kwang. Is it Kwang? Yeah, Kwang. Yeah. Look at that. He did a little kung fu dance. Oh, Rick Steiner's been the victim of a Nickelodeon TV show by the looks of it. He's been slimed, hasn't he? Oh, here he goes again. So far, I had trepidation about this Rumble with the potential for him to be boring, but so far they told an interesting story. They've got two guys in there, then they've instantly brought in the Babyface's tag partner and brother for that matter, and now they're going to be like teaming up for whatever duration. Kwang's done a really good job of dividing and conquering. But yeah, so far they're telling a story and I'm here for it. Hey up. Oof. Heat. Okay. However, they've told an interesting story for the first, like, 4 or 5 people. Now I feel like it's, yeah, look. Now we just get to watch 2 men cuddle 2 other men against some ropes for most of it. Like, this is what I don't like about early Royal Rumbles, is there's just a lot of nothing happening sometimes. Because there's a lot of time to fill. And what do you fill time with? Filler. And that's what a lot of Royal Rumble match time is filler. That's my only real issue with it. I like the Royal Rumble, but especially earlier ones does feel like a lot of filler. They've got better at it for definite over the years. I tell you what, was that head shrinker okay? Oh, Rick Steiner's gone. Wow, I expected them to milk that a bit longer, to be honest, the Steiners both being in. So I think it was Samu, right? Royal Rumble 1994. Like, oh. I can't find any stories of Samu being particularly negatively affected by that, so good. Like, not immediately anyway. Is that Bart Gunn in his jeans? I was googling if Samu was okay after that. I know I know he didn't die from it. I know that much, but I was just curious if he had time off or anything. But I didn't find anything. If anyone knows something about that, feel free to let me know in the comments. Sponsored by Casio, so we're displaying the countdown on a Casio calculator, it would seem. Diesel out here. That's a monster of a mullet. That's the monster there. Also, he's just got plain black attire at this point. Diesel doesn't care if you're a heel. I mean, what? Miscommunication, eh? Diesel trying to eliminate Bart Gunn. Completely disregarding everyone trying to stop him and just dumps him out anyway. Oh. Bye, Scott. They'll be friends one day, it's fine. Oh, bye, Owen. Wow. So much for that insta-push, eh? Quang going after Diesel. Swing and a miss. Diesel having some. Bob Backlund, hell yeah. Is he doing the nutter? Bob Backlund's great. I saw him doing a photo shoot, like a photo opportunity at one of the WrestleManias I went to, like one of the oh, what was it called? Is it called like Fan Access or something? He was like outside doing like photos, and he was like fully in character, like as the mental like political heel character that he played, and like screaming at people. And for the photos, he was putting everyone in the crossface chicken wing, and oh, you could tell like, everyone was having a blast, including him. He was just having so much fun with it. It was just great. All right, bye, Bob. I'm glad I talked nice things about you for the entire time you were in the ring. But yeah, he just seemed to be having a blast with it, and so was everyone else. Who next? It's a hell of a haircut, isn't it? Like, mullets are supposed to be business at the front, party at the rear, but he's got Beavis and Butthead at the front, party at the rear. Wow, that's a look, Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn's still going strong. We talked about PCO before. Billy Gunn's still going strong 30 years on from here. How old's Billy Gunn now, then? Because he was probably in his 20s there. So he must be in his 50s now. 60! Oh my goodness! He was 30 there. Wow. So even like peak Billy Gunn in like New Age Outlaws, heck, Lex Luger's having a bad time. But like, yeah, even 1999 like New Age Outlaws Billy Gunn, he was like nearly 40 at that point. Billy Gunn was ahead of his time in terms of like peaking relatively late. So was that supposed to be Luger next, or? Maybe Lex Luger and Bret Hart won't make it to the Royal Rumble, guys. Anyone who knows their wrestling history knows how fun that foreshadowing is. Well, they really stuck to like the actual time limit and made Diesel wait for all that time. Oh, I'm sure this is going to go great. Another NWO buddy, though. Yeah, where did he come from? Out of his mama, I'd imagine. Oh, I see why Ted DiBiase is bothered by it. Yes, they have history, right? Wait, why was Kamala not involved? How many NWO members have been in this so far? Is it just the 3? Nash, Scott, Steiner, and Virgil/Vincent? I think so, right? Let me know if I've missed anyone. I'll keep count from there, but if my count's off, my count's off. It'll be off by the same amount. I'm just curious now how many NWO members are in this Royal Rumble since we've already had 3. Also, what number are we up to? We've had 2 Steiners, 2 Guns, a Diesel, a Bob Backlund, a Virgil. We've had a Head Shrinker, we've had Samu, we've had Owen Hart. Quang we had. Oh, Macho Man's here. So this is at least number 11. And another NWO member, by the way, so that's 4. Have we had anyone else that I've forgotten? No, I think that might be it. I think this might be number 11. Oof, back elbow. Oof. Some good looking jabs, honestly. Oh. Good job there, those pants are loose, or Savage would have just accidentally punched him in the pee-pee. Oof. There we go. Castle calculators out, boys. Bah. Oh, another NWO guy. That's 5, and I think 12 overall. 5 out of 12 have ended up in the NWO. Crazy. I really don't think going after Savage was the right move there. You may have just worked with Diesel to help Yokozuna for no apparent reason. No reason that is apparent to me. But still, I think eliminating Diesel was the right move there. Have you not been watching back there, Double J? You silly goose. Kick him in the face, Diesel. By the way, all NWO triple threat right now in the ring. Double J, baby. Oh, I was going to say, no way did they just have Jarrett eliminate Savage clean. But they did not, in fact. Yeah, bar Felicia. Whoa, he committed to that, didn't he? Double J, Jeff Jarrett, he You went high over that top rope. Yeah, Brian Adams, NWO member, 6 out of 13. Crazy. Another hell of a mullet. Oh yeah, Savage even specifically mentioned Crush in his little promo, didn't he? He was like, "Yeah, I'm super focused on winning the Rumble. By the way, I'm gonna fight Crush." Savage is going. I mean, Savage in this one, isn't he? He's going for it. Oh, Vince knows what a gut wrench suplex is. Who knew? Picking on him like he's a poor vulnerable little boy in the playground. Doink! Not famously not in the NWO. Are they both in? Is this 1.5 entries? Oh, has he? Wow, I wasn't even watching. I was watching the entrance. What a time to do the elimination. Did Crush eliminate him? My goodness. So that's now, what, 6 out of 14 NWO members? Yeah, it's actually the correct play as well as a good character play. Uh-oh. I love how Donk's getting his shtick in. Amazing. Squirted them with the flour. Stomped on the toes. Oh, 10 whole minutes. My goodness. It's not like your average wrestling match can go that long quite easily or anything, Vince. Bam Bam, Bam Bam Bam, who I don't believe was ever in the NWO. Was in WCW a lot, but never went into the NWO that I can remember. So we're on 6 out of 15 now, and we're halfway, by the way. 15th man out. I think. It might be 16th. I might have forgotten someone. Oh my goodness. Right on his knee. That's a hell of an elimination to agree to take. Uh-oh. Team NWO getting Bam Bam now. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. Yes, I know Brian Adams wasn't in the Wolfpack. For anyone comments. Yes. Yes, it is, Vince. You've said that a few dozen times already, and we're only halfway through. Only Zool. There are no friends, only Zool. Oh, there's Doink. Oh, not in the NWO. 6 out of 16. Big boy. Okay. Wow, the fans are big time into this. Get squished, Diesel. Foreshadowing one of the greatest WWF title matches of all time, of course. It's a lot of meat in the ring right now, isn't it? Mabel, Diesel, Bam Bam, Crush. When you're debating between Bam Bam and Crush as to who's the smaller of the four men, that's wild. Sparky Plug. You know, I used to listen to Something to Wrestle with podcast. Oh, that's we're still on 6 out of 17 now. Yeah, I used to listen quite religiously to Something to Wrestle with podcast with Bruce Pritchard, and he used to talk about how when they were like signing someone and like coming up with their gimmick and stuff, the golden rule was, can I see this guy main event in WrestleMania? So what Bruce Pritchard is trying to tell me is Vince McMahon and or some others who were in Vince's ear at this time saw Sparky Plug as a WrestleMania main eventer one day. And he wonders why people don't believe him when he says stuff like that. Oh, are they a team? Crush, Tenru, and Kabuki? They're like a faction? I'm guessing by the fact Vince brought them up directly related to Crush means they are some sort of allies. Not. Oh yeah, no, actually, I'm not going to count this, but WWE NWO member Shawn Michaels, but I'm not going to count it. I mean like proper NWO, WCW. So 6 out of 18. You can say 7 if you want to count it. That's fine by me. Yeah, you don't say. Oh, Diesel's gone. Foreshadowing. Let me know in the comments if you count WWE NWO as NWO. Like, is Booker T an NWO member? Shawn Michaels? I was going to say his Big Show, but he was in as the Giant in WCW anyway. Oh, Mo's here. Not an NWO member. 6 or 7 out of 19? Slightly less enthusiastic chanting for Mo than Mabel. Sparky Plug saves Sean from the elimination just to hit him. Oh, Sean skinning the cat. Yep, there he goes. Mabel Mania running wild. So it's breaking down into that mid stage now, where like I've said before, there's a kind of quite a lot of nothing going on. It's not been the worst though. This honestly, this hasn't been as much of a slog so far. We're 2/3 of the way through, and it's not been as much of a slog as I anticipated. So I'm pleased about that. In fact, this whole show's been probably better than I anticipated. Not an NWO member. But is that number 20? 6 or 7 out of 20. Roughly 1 in 3. Wow. I wonder if that's the first time that term was used in relation to the Royal Rumble. You know, the whole Iron Man thing. Oh my god. Paying some dues. Vince using insider terms on commentary. Shouldn't you just be trying to eliminate everyone real quick, real fast? Isn't that like the whole point? You know, just a thought. Tatanka, don't think you were an NWO member either, but I actually wouldn't be surprised to learn that he was at some point. That's 21, I believe, we've had now. I don't know, I'm not good at keeping these sort of running counts because ADHD, I forget what number I last said. I remember a number I said, but I don't remember if it's necessarily the last number I said. Oh. And I was going to say, and do nothing about it. Like, he's just gone fighting someone else now. He's not bothered. He's okay with it. Mabel's over it. By the way, that's another trope I'm not a big fan of in wrestling, where someone's holding someone for someone else. The person being held moves, and the person doing the holding ends up getting hit, and then they get really mad. And it's like, you were the one doing the holding, my dude. You were the one who did your job badly, because they moved. Why are you mad that you got hit? It's your fault. It's clearly an accident on the hitter's part. If anyone's to blame, it's you. But they always get mad. They just break up tag teams over stuff like that. Ah. Get him told, Ted. Get him told. That girl who's hard to get. Okay. So what's to stop him also winning the Royal Rumble? It's not going well. Mabel's like, nope. I'm just gonna sit. Oh wow, they actually got him. So Kabuki was 22, right? Somewhere around there, anyway. So who did we see? We've seen Lex Luger. We've seen Bret Hart that we know are supposed to be in this. What about those promos? Did anyone else cut a promo that we've not seen yet, saying that they were going to be in it? Because we've got 8 people left to come in, roughly. It might be 7, it might be 9. But I'm probably within 1, probably right. Well, here's Lex Luger. There's one of my answers. Was in the NWO if you count Wolfpack, which I guess I'm counting. I don't know. When I say NWO, I mean black and white generally. Like Wolfpack is Wolfpack, but technically, yeah, Lex Luger was in the NWO. So let's go with it. 7 out of 23. So if the next one was in the NWO, it'd be exactly 1 in 3 at that point. Oh. Well. Thanks for coming, Kabuki. Oof. Big clothesline. Ah, yes, the bear hug. The classic... Oh, no, there you go. He went for the inverted atomic drop. I was going to say the classic Royal Rumble move. The bear hug. Here we go. 24. Will it be a former NWO member of some description? No. No, in fact, it will not. I mean, technically, if you count Shawn Michaels, it is 8 out of 24, but I'm more inclined not to count Shawn Michaels. Oof. They're all there to do a job, Ted. Like, this is literally all of their jobs. Oh. Yes. Yes, indeed I did. Woo! Yeah, that's not selling by Lex. That's just legit. Oh. Number 25, by my reckoning. Due out next. Is this Brett? Yeah. So they managed to replace Kamala, but not Bret Hart. It's interesting inconsistency within the same match. Has he not been in a Royal Rumble before this one? That would surprise me, honestly. Oof. Oh. Yeah, it's got down into, like, not much happening territory now. Still, like I say though, it's still not, like, a proper slog to get through. Some of the older ones really are. Was Rick Martel ever NWO? I don't think he was. I know I'm fixated on this, but something to talk about, isn't it, while there's not a whole lot going on? Did Vince confirm that Brett was number 25, by the way, the one that didn't show up? I feel like he did, right? Was Rick Martel in the NWO? Let's have a look. Not seeing him on the list, to be honest. Not seeing anyone on the list that I've not counted, so that's good. Means I'm doing well. Oh. Well, I thought you were supposed to be 25. Well, Bret Hart's a former NWO member. You know what? Shawn Michaels is on the list. I'm going to count Shawn. So that's 9 out of 27 now, right? It is literally 1 in 3. So who do we need to see to keep the 1 in 3? We need one more of these final 3 to have been NWO. Who are we likely to see? Mr. Perfect? Is he still about at this point? Razor Ramon could be in it, I guess, but probably not. Ted DiBiase could enter from commentary. That'd be fun. 1, 2, 3 kid. Is Big Bossman still about? Rick Rude. Brutus. I think that's about it. I think that's about all the options we have. Here we go. Number 28. Who was supposed to be 25 then? Ah. The other head shrinker. Not a former NWO member. I am right with 28. Cool. Oh, it was Bastian Booger who was unable to compete due to illness, apparently. What, and they didn't have another guy backstage they could just send out? Like, seriously? It's a bit ridiculous. Like, no explanation on commentary or for the live audience as to why no number 25 came out. I'm not going to look at the last 2 entrants. I want to be surprised. Like, I know who wins this Rumble, but I just, you know, I don't necessarily know every entrant and stuff, so yeah, there's still 2 people left to come in. I don't know who they might be, so. Who's that? Crush? Yep. Bye, Felicia. Morty. Not an NWO member, as far as I'm ever aware. Oh, here they go. Look at this. Okay. Alright, calm down. It's actually quite good, this, actually. Feels quite legit animosity. Okay. Just randomly getting involved there, Tenmu. For no reason. Oh! Oh, I thought Sean was just going to commit to the bit then and just launch himself out. Well done, Sean. That's a couple of times I've genuinely thought Sean was just like flinging himself out as a big sell. That was his elimination, and every time he's not. Like, whereas do you currently believe that that head shrinker's going out? You know. Oh! Janetti and Michaels? Nope. Suplex by Michaels. Nice. Is that Vince telling them, just hurry up and bring up the countdown? Is it you, Ted? I want it to be Ted DiBiase. I really do. I don't know. Not at any point an NWO member that I recall. Wrath or Chronic weren't in the NWO at all, I don't believe, so... Yep, so we fell short of 1 in 3. We had 9 NWO members in there. Still quite a lot. Then again, like, you know, there's a lot of NWO members full stop in there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. You can have a Royal Rumble just of NWO members. 33, 36, 39, 43 by this Wikipedia article's count. And, you know, some of them are female and what have you, so unlikely to have been in this Royal Rumble, but still. Oh, who was that? Sparky Plug. Who got a little sick? That just made it sound so pathetic. Like, Vince, like, shaming someone for being ill live on pay-per-view. That sounded like shade to me. Who got a little sick? You're telling me there was no one backstage they could have, like, replaced that with? Send out one of the Quebecers or something. Like, Brett and Owen can double duty from the same match. Surely the Quebecers can. Send out PCO, he's not human. Or, like, send out Razor Ramon or IRS, someone from that match. Because then I get my 10 out of 30. NWO members. Okay. So now is the time to start clearing the ring, and you want to end up with, for me, for my money, I want Sean, Luger, Brett, maybe Tatanka. Final 4? Tatanka was still being pushed as quite a big deal here. Only lost once, apparently. Maybe a Bam Bam. Or maybe an Adam Bomb, because he's impressive looking, you know. But, like, let's start clearing the ring of some of these others. Like, what's Mo still doing in there? What's Greg the Hammer Valentine? Everyone's female PE teacher from, like, the 90s. What's he doing in there? What's one of the head shrinkers doing in there? Let's be honest, even though it's Rikishi and, you know, he deserves respect as a wrestler and what have you, in terms of, like, positioning on the card right now, what's he doing in there? That's the final four I'd pick. Well, that's the final three plus one of Bam Bam, Tatanka, and Adam Bomb is what I'd pick as the final four. Probably Tatanka. Tatanka was quite strongly pushed at the time. He's like an orangutan. Amazing commentary by Vince. Love it. Actually love it. You kick the leg out of his leg. I mean, irrefutable as a statement, to be honest, from Vince there. Like, they're really not like... Oh, was he supposed to go there? I don't know. Seemed a bit awkward, that. But, yeah, they're not exactly clearing the ring, are they, to get down to the finale. Like, this is what I mean, the current Royal Rumbles, the more recent ones, are so much better streamlined, in my opinion, than the old ones. Oh, who dat? Vic Martel? Yeah, that's fine. I understand that. What is Mo still doing in there? Mo and the head shrinker over there fighting, like, they're up near the top of the card. And get out. Uh-oh. There goes Adam Bomb. Okay, so one of my picks for Final Four, not there anymore. Probably my second or third choice out of those other three, though. I think Tatanka was definitely my first choice, and then Adam Bomb and Bam Bam probably about level. Oh. Well, there goes Tatanka, so there goes my theory. I was just about to say, funnily enough, actually Bam Bam might be a good choice because he can eliminate Tatanka and we can 50-50 book those guys. So what have we got now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, let's crack on. Let's crack on, lads. Can get rid of Tenryu. Fatu. Janetti. Yeah, I can get rid of him. Sean needs to get rid of him soonish. And then we'll be good, I think. We're good to go. Lovely Final Four. Oof. Okay. So all three of my picks for the final member of the Final Four are gone. Janetti's gone. So it's going to be Tenryu or Fatu that are in the Final Four with the three, what I would consider more main eventers. Oh, wait, that's Samu? I thought it was Fatu. No, that's Fatu, Vince, you idiot. Samu was out second. Tenryu going for it. So it's going to be Fatu, I'm guessing, in the Final Four. Not that Final Four was like an established meta at that point. Like, you know, they make a big deal out of the Final Four now, but I think back then it was a lot more free-flowing. Although they have all gone to different corners, so they are acknowledging this is your Final Four. Quite a fun Final Four when you think about it. Lex Luger, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and Rikishi. What? Bret Hart's eliminated? No, he's not. Calm down, Vince. He wasn't even like... Oh, no part of his body was even over the top rope yet. Yes! Love that no-sell on the headshot by Fatu. True. Going righty on the suplex. That always looks weird to me. Ah, I see. Whoa! Oh, that was a beautiful sell. Beautiful sell. Oh, Shawn got lifted over onto the post almost. That would have really hurt if he'd have landed clean on it. Okay, final two. Here we go. Oh, they didn't even take a moment to let the crowd get super into it before they started slugging. Oh. Do you hear the air come out of the crowd then when they both hit? And we're just like, oh, they're doing something janky here. Oh, no. Lex Luger? What are you doing here? Doing some janky finishes here. I like how they did this finish, and then when they accidentally did this finish, they restarted it. And then put both John Cena and Batista in the main events of WrestleMania anyway, so they should have just not bothered. Fans seem to want it to be Brett. Neither referee was anywhere near. I just want to point that out. They're very adamant that their guy won, considering they've got no dog in the fight, and they weren't anywhere near. President Jack Tunney, here we go. Oh yeah, I'm sure this angle will tell us so much more, considering we still can't see their feet. Oh yeah, we get. They know they did it right now. Oh no, we still don't get to see. They both keep swapping. Shows the other cameraman's point of view. If they did it right, that actually shows the feet, I think, and would work as an angle. You've already been told. Are you sure? I mean, yeah. Yeah, you see both men's feet in that replay? No? What do you mean, no? Hope they have a remix of both their themes ready to go. The easy decision is just to restart the match. What do you mean the only decision he could make? Just restart. Not from the very beginning, I mean, just with these two. Restart, get everyone back out, get all 30 back out here. Is Bastian Bugger feeling better yet? That's amazing. Well, there you go. I feel like we're near the end now. Still got 2 minutes left on the show. Is it just going to be like replays or something? Highlights? Credits, maybe? They're going to milk this for 2 whole minutes? Well, I'm going to start my outro. I'm not going to milk this for 2 whole minutes. If something happens, I'll interrupt myself. But, yeah, please do leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new here. Be greatly appreciated. Share with your friends if you think they'd enjoy this trip down memory lane. They shake hands. There you go. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA. You've been amazing. And I'll see you next time.